Illumin Instructions, Advanced, Distributing an Activity-Oriented Multi-SLO, Multi-Rubric, Rubric. Hello! In this video I will show you how to plan a new assessment in Illumin. Unlike the single-row outcomes-oriented rubric in the video Distributing a New Assessment, this video shows you how to create an assessment with a multi-row rubric for each of several CLOs. This is a particularly good way to create more complex rubrics in the style of the AA, C, and U value rubrics. For this example, we'll choose Political Science, curriculum acronym PS. The course will be PS 103, Ethnic Studies in America. Here is the information from the faculty member. This would typically be provided by email, following a request from the assessment coordinator. Note that the SLOs are CLOs 1 and 2 for PS 103, and the assessment tool, the work the students will do, appears to be an essay. Note the different weightings for each of the answer requirements. We will create a simple two-scale rubric for each of the answer requirements, or criteria, as they are called in Illumin. A 2 will mean the requirement or standard is met. A 1 will mean the requirement or standard is not met. Ideally, there would be 3 or 4 scores for each criteria, but the rubric can be expanded the next time the course is assessed. While this will involve creating a new assessment later, what we have here is a good start. As you will soon see, multiple criteria attached to each SLO makes the activity-oriented rubric a good choice here. First, let's make sure the CLOs are current. Since the current CLOs should be available both at the Continuous Improvement CI website and in Illumin, let's check both places to make sure the CLOs are included in both locations. If the CLOs provided by the faculty member are not in Illumin and in the list at the CI website, we will need to follow up with the faculty member and/or department to see which CLOs are the ones we'll actually assess. To access the CLOs at the Continuous Improvement SharePoint site, go to office.com, click on the SharePoint icon, and choose Continuous Improvement. Note that the address is mymsjc.sharepoint.com/sites/ci. Click on Resources. Then, in the first column under Learning Outcomes Assessment, click on the current CLOs. Choose PS for Political Science. Scroll down to PS 103. We confirm that the CLOs are the same as those provided by the faculty member. If you are unsure if the CLOs are close enough, contact the faculty member and/or department. Next, go into Illumin in the role of Data Steward or Department Coordinator for the discipline. Select PS from the Program window just to the right of the Role window. Next, click on SLOs and Assessments. Scroll down to PS 103. We see that both CLOs are the same as those in the faculty email and the same as at the CI website, so we are good to go. To build the assessment, click on CLO 1. Click on More. Unlike building the outcomes-oriented rubric, we don't select performance descriptors. Instead, we go straight to the assessment. Click on Create Assessment. Enter the assessment name. PS 103 S21 CLOs 1-2 Multi-Criteria H. The S21 stands for Spring 2021, the current semester. The H stands for HURT, the first letter of the last name of the person creating the assessment. Insert the first letter of your last name just so others can later trace creation of this assessment if needed. Enter the assessment description. This can be an abbreviation of the CLO statements. Enter the assessment type. From the information provided by the faculty member, we know the student work will be captured through an essay, so enter paper or short paper, whichever fits best. Leave the next 2 boxes unchecked. The reflections template is for this semester, spring 2021. It was set as the default for all new assessments. Note, for more on reflection templates, watch the video Creating a Reflections Template. Leave the following 4 boxes unchecked. For assessment scale, we're using a 2-scale rubric, so choose that one from the list. For rubric type, we are using activity-oriented multi-rubric, so choose that one. Now click Generate Rubric Template. Enter each of the 3 criteria for CLO 1. After entering the first criteria, the first assignment requirement from the information provided by the faculty member, click Add Row for the next criteria. Here are our 3 criteria for CLO 1. Now create the rubric score definitions. Just click inside the boxes containing the current definitions and modify them. Here they are. Note, make sure the highest student performance goes in the 2 score and the lowest student performance goes in the 1 score. Note that we need to weigh each criteria as outlined in the information provided by the faculty member. The assignment is worth 25 points, divided into 3 parts. The first part is worth 5 points. We see from the calculator that 5 divided by 25 is 0.2. So enter that weight for criteria 1. Here it is. The second criteria is worth 15 points. 15 divided by 25 is 0.6. So enter that weight for criteria 2. Here it is. Like the first, the last criteria is worth 5 points. So enter 0.2 again for that criteria. Now click on Add Rubric. Click Link SLO and choose CLO 2, the second of our 2 CLOs. Enter each of the 5 criteria, clicking Add Row for each new criteria. Weight them as we did for CLO 1. Now enter the individual rubric score definitions. Here is our completed rubric. Click on Save, or if available, Save and Plan. Note, if Save or Save and Plan is grayed out, go back into the last rubric score definition you populated, remove a little bit of it, like a letter or period, and then type it back in. That should make Save and Plan functional. Now plan the assessment. If you clicked Save and Plan, hold on for just a minute. If you clicked just Save, you may need to find your way back to the assessment. Click on Show Filters. Then inside the course context window, choose Select None. Then choose PS 103. Now click outside the window. Click in the row for your assessment. Choose Plan. If you clicked Save and Plan, you are already here. Drag and drop the assessment just to the right of Plan, down underneath the course title and description where it says No Sections with Plan Found. For the first window where it says Find Assessment and All Sections, and they're selected, leave all default selections as is and click Next. You can also check Add this assessment to any new sections added to included term if you believe additional sections will be added later. You are almost done. Unless you want notifications and alerts to go out, deselect this option. I deselect this option because in the past, notifications went to faculty who had already submitted their scores and they found this annoying. Click Confirm. You should get a green success message in the lower right corner of the screen. Note, if the course is cross-listed or has an honors section with students enrolled, make sure you distribute the same assessment for these courses. If there are not existing assessments for these courses, you will need to create a new assessment for each course. For assessments with more complicated rubrics, ones with activity-oriented rubric type, the rubric view is the only available scoring view. That's all for now. For more videos, visit the Illumin Instructions Advanced channel.